everything's a game, right? At least prospectively so. It can be considered, right? And it should be, right? Because you don't need to take things too serious. Take it like a game. Some people take games too serious, but that's besides the point. All right? Everybody's playing, and if you're not playing, you probably suck at it. And it's better to be good at a game instead of refusing to play it, right? You should learn skill sets to the game, right? Like, you see this whole political bullshit that's all going on, all the corporate level bullshit, right? Even just everyday interactions. It's all a farce, right? For the most part, right? The society that we have constructed, not we, but as a species, you have to play many different roles, depending on who you are, what your station is, and what the outcome is that you desire. Right? Somebody who is 100% honest all the time is probably a prick that most people don't want to be around. Right? If they're bored, like a little kid, just throws a little, I don't want to be here. I don't want to go. It's like, yeah, that might be how you're feeling. But if you don't shut up about it, then no one's going to really want to be around you. Or the second that they get even the slightest bit irritated, they just flip out. No. Look, we're social creatures, and if we want to exist on a social level, we have to play a game, right? You're going to speak differently with your boss than you are with your child, right? Hopefully, right? Just somebody out there in the street, oh, hey, how's it going? You might not particularly care to, oh, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You don't want to hear about my problems, right? It's all a game. So don't take it too seriously, right? Everybody's walking around thinking that the world is a tragedy, but it's a comedy, all right? It might be a dark comedy, but that's why it's important. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, right? Try not to take shit too serious. People get all worked up. So you see, like, just the constant issues comedians go through with cancellation for saying a joke, saying this or whatever. Like, that's the whole point. You should be able to use humor, you know? It's the best way to deal with situations, especially when something's incomprehensible or you're powerless to affect it. You are supposed to be able to spit in the eye of power, right, when they are doing foolish things. And the greatest insult is when you can hold up a mirror to reality in a farcical way. And, right, in a large way, Trump was a middle finger to the establishment or whatever, right? Everybody got all uppity, right? Media and this and that. And then, in a bigger way, Biden was a big middle finger to all of us. It's fucking hilarious. Like, isn't it? They're like, oh yeah? How about we put someone who's a visible puppet in charge? Yeah? How do you like that? Oh, 'cause it's all a game. It's all a joke. And the majority of the population is a brunt of that joke. And if you take it too seriously, right, you'll go crazy. And you see that online. A lot of people, they end up becoming like almost schizophrenic level paranoia with everything and everyone. And it's a deplorable condition that you do not want to find yourself in, right? You don't want to ruin your 8-year-old nephew's birthday party talking about thermite and building 7, right? So it's just what it is, you know? If you take everything too seriously, you'll end up going crazy because it's a crazy world out there. And if you wish to fully study it and stare into the abyss, right, you're going to lose a certain part of yourself. That's the way that knowledge goes, right? The more you learn, the more you change, the less you are what you were, right? And so when you study corruption and evil and the vileness and just the overall manipulation and propaganda, and then you go through all the history, right? And history is something very few people did while most people farmed, right? So, and that is history is a pack of lies agreed upon. But there is a lot of information and wisdom that can be derived there within, right? You can kind of break things down and understand why we are where we are, right? And so the more you get involved, the more you see what a joke it is and how hilarious it is. So try and enjoy because it's hilarious. Everything's a game. Play the game. Play to win the game. That would be the ideal, right? A whole bunch of people getting organized, getting together, similar ideals, right? Understanding what our species is capable of, and understand that this is all a farce, and be willing to do what is necessary in order to manifest the change that is very much needed. And hold up a mirror to this system that mocks us, right? That's that's all that we can do is try to hold up a mirror of reality to show it its foolishness. Right? Is that not what mirrors are for? Is to find the blemishes, find the imperfections. You must look at a reflection. That is not reality. That is an interpretation of reality. But hey, play the game. Enjoy the game. Try not to take everything too serious, including yourself. We have more in common with each other than those that want us to fight.